In the early 2000s, Enron Corporation was hailed as one of America's most innovative companies. But behind its facade of success lay a web of deceit that would shock the world. Enron's collapse in 2001 exposed one of the largest corporate frauds in history. The company had concealed massive debts and fabricated earnings, leading to its downfall. This scandal cost investors billions and left thousands of employees without jobs or retirement savings. It was a tale of arrogance, greed, and the ultimate failure of corporate governance. At the center of the Enron scandal were executives who believed they were invincible. They used complex financial instruments and offshore entities to hide their losses. Their elaborate schemes worked for years until the truth came out, revealing a company built on lies and deceit. The impact was felt worldwide, changing business practices forever. To understand how Enron fell from grace, we must look back at its rise. Founded in 1985, it quickly became a leader in energy trading, expanding rapidly through acquisitions and mergers. Under CEO Kenneth Lay, Enron embraced deregulation and new markets. By the late 1990s, it was a global powerhouse, appearing on Fortune magazine's list of America's most innovative companies. But beneath this success story, Enron was using accounting loopholes and off-the-books partnerships to mask financial weaknesses and inflate profits, creating an illusion of prosperity. As the truth emerged, Enron's stock plummeted and the company filed for bankruptcy in December 2001, marking the end of an era and the beginning of a long road to accountability and reform on out. Enron's complex financial deals were obscured through partnerships that hid debt and inflated profits. This deceptive practice allowed the company to maintain an illusion of success for years. One such partnership was LJMT2, named after Enron executives Leach, Johnston, and McMahon. This entity was used to hide billions in losses from investors and regulators alike. The Federal Energy Regulatory Commission investigated Enron's market manipulation practices in California's electricity markets, leading to accusations of price gouging. Enron's collapse revealed widespread corruption within the company. Executives were accused of insider trading, misreporting earnings, and concealing losses. The scandal led to the downfall of Arthur Andersen, one of the world's largest accounting firms, which had failed to detect Enron's fraudulent activities. Enron's top executives, including Kenneth Lay and Jeffrey Skilling, faced criminal charges for their roles in the fraud. They were convicted on multiple counts of securities, fraud, and conspiracy. The aftermath of Enron's bankruptcy included the loss of jobs for thousands of employees and pension funds. The scandal highlighted the need for stricter corporate governance and transparency laws. In response to Enron's collapse, Congress passed the Sarbanes-Oxley Act in 2002, aiming to improve corporate accountability and protect shareholders from fraudulent practices. The Enron scandal also led to increased scrutiny of accounting practices. Companies were required to disclose off-balance sheet entities and ensure auditors' independence. The Securities and Exchange Commission stepped up its enforcement actions, targeting companies and individuals involved in financial fraud and misleading disclosures. Enron's failure marked a turning point in corporate America, prompting a reevaluation of ethical standards and the importance of honest financial reporting. Former Enron employees faced significant personal hardship, losing their jobs and retirement savings overnight, highlighting the human cost of corporate greed. The scandal affected not just Enron, but the broader economy, causing a drop in consumer confidence and a wave of skepticism towards corporations and financial institutions. Investors worldwide lost trust in the markets, leading to a decline in investment and a prolonged period of economic uncertainty. The Enron scandal reshaped the landscape of corporate America, with companies adopting stricter internal controls and enhancing transparency in financial reporting. Despite the harsh lessons learned, Some argue that the current regulatory framework still leaves room for similar abuses, emphasizing the ongoing need for vigilance. The legacy of Enron remains a cautionary tale, reminding us of the risks of unchecked corporate power and the critical role of oversight in maintaining integrity in business. Enron's collapse showed how a company can rise to dizzying heights through innovation, but fall just as quickly due to ethical failures and lack of transparency. The scandal's impact extended beyond financial losses, affecting global markets and leading to sweeping reforms in corporate governance and accounting practices. Enron's executives faced lengthy prison sentences, marking a turning point where corporate leaders could no longer hide behind complex financial maneuvers. The Sarbanes-Oxley Act imposed stricter penalties for financial fraud, requiring CEOs and CFOs to personally certify the accuracy of financial statements. Enron's downfall underscored the importance of independent audits and transparent financial reporting, helping to restore investor confidence in the markets. The scandal's ripple effects continue to shape corporate America, with ongoing debates over the effectiveness of regulations in preventing future financial crises. Enron's collapse serves as a stark reminder of the potential consequences of unethical business practices and the necessity of robust oversight to safeguard the integrity of financial markets. Enron's executives used complex financial instruments to hide debts and inflate profits. This accounting trickery allowed them to maintain an illusion of success for years, duping both investors and regulators. As the scandal unfolded, the Securities and Exchange Commission launched an investigation. Whistleblowers like Sharon Watkins provided crucial evidence, exposing the depth of Enron's fraud and deceit. The collapse led to significant reforms, including the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, aimed at preventing future financial scandals. It mandated stricter accounting practices and corporate governance standards. Despite the reforms, skepticism about corporate accountability remains. Investors and consumers continue to question the integrity of financial reporting, seeking transparency and ethical business practices. The Enron scandal exposed deep flaws in corporate governance and financial oversight. Its collapse cost thousands their jobs, pensions, and savings, reminding us of the critical need for transparency and ethical leadership. While reforms like the Sarbanes-Oxley Act were implemented, ensuring compliance and preventing future scandals requires constant vigilance. Investors must remain informed and hold companies accountable. Enron's downfall was not just a failure of individuals, but of systemic checks and balances. It highlighted the dangers of unchecked greed and the importance of strong regulatory frameworks. Despite significant strides in corporate governance, the specter of another Enron looms. History shows that without ongoing scrutiny, similar crises may recur, threatening economic stability. The Enron scandal serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of unethical business practices. It underscores the need for robust oversight and the collective responsibility of all stakeholders to prevent such failures. As we reflect on Enron's collapse, it is crucial to recognize the role of whistleblowers and investigative journalists in uncovering corporate misconduct. Their bravery ensures transparency in the face of deception. The Enron scandal teaches us the value of ethical leadership and integrity. Companies must prioritize long-term sustainability over short-term gains to build trust and ensure lasting success. Enron's collapse also highlights the impact of corporate fraud on ordinary people. Families lost homes, retirements vanished, and communities suffered, emphasizing the human cost of financial deceit. To prevent future Enrons, businesses must foster a culture of honesty and accountability. This starts with leadership setting the right example and creating an environment where ethical behavior is valued and rewarded. Ultimately, the Enron scandal reminds us of the fragility of trust in our financial systems. It calls for active participation from all sectors, business, government, and citizens, to safeguard against corruption and uphold the integrity of our markets. Let the lessons of Enron serve as a beacon for better corporate governance. By learning from past mistakes and working together, we can create a financial landscape built on transparency, ethics, and accountability.